Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Country's latest Earth observation satellite Cartosat-3 placed successfully into polar orbit. 13 US nano satellites also inserted into their orbit. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says no threat of recession in country as the government has taken several steps. Lok Sabha passes Special Protection Group Amendment Bill. Home Minister Amit Shah says amendment will make SPG more efficient in securing Prime Minister. Original act meant for only PM security. Government says additional security forces deployed in Jammu and Kashmir have been withdrawn. Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray to take oath as Chief Minister of Maharashtra tomorrow evening. And India bags 7 medals including a gold and 2 silver in the Asian Archery Championships ending in Bangkok today. Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO today successfully launched country's latest Earth observation satellite Cartosat-3 in a copybook-style mission. The workhorse rocket PSLV C-47 injected it in a polar orbit along with 13 nano satellites of a US customer organization. PSLV C-47 lifted off at 9:28 this morning from the second launch pad of Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh, and in just 17 minutes and 38 seconds into its flight, Cartosat-3 was separated and placed at a height of 509 kilometers. The 13 nano satellites were later inserted into their intended orbits one after the other. Immediately after the separation of Cartosat-3 from the rocket, its solar arrays were deployed automatically and the ISRO telemetry tracking and command network at Bengaluru assumed control of it. In a congratulatory message, President Ramnath Kovind said, Cartosat-3 satellite will strengthen India's high-resolution imaging capability. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated the entire team, ISRO, and all others who contributed to the mission. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also congratulated ISRO on the successful launch.
इसरो ने एक बार फिर PSLV रॉकेट का सफल प्रक्षेपण किया है। कार्टोसैट-3 उपग्रह हमारे देश की हाई रिजोल्यूशन इमेजिंग क्षमता को बढ़ाएगा। इस सफल प्रक्षेपण ने एक बार फिर देश का मान बढ़ाया है।
ISRO chairperson Dr. K. Shivan, in his post-launch interaction with his peers, said Cartosat-3 is the most advanced and the most complex ever Earth imaging satellite built by the space agency. More from our correspondent.
The mission life of Cartosat-3 is 5 years. It will address the increased user demand for large-scale urban planning, rural resource and infrastructure development and managing the coastal land use. It has a modern camera with ISRO's best ever resolution and the satellite is the first in the series of third generation Earth observation payloads. Another important highlight of today's launch is that the ISRO has laid a milestone by crossing the 300 mark in terms of the number of foreign satellites it has carried into space. With the 13 CubeSats or nano satellites belonging to a US customer placed in a polar orbit today, the number has gone up to 310. Jai Singh, AAR News, Sriharikota.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today said country's economy is not facing any recession and the government is taking concrete steps to further boost it. Replying to a short-duration discussion in the Rajya Sabha on the economic situation of the country, the Finance Minister said several measures like recapitalization of banks, GST reforms and policy decisions have been taken to augment economy. She added that 32 steps have been initiated for MSMEs and banks, among others. She said 2,50,000 crore rupees have been allocated to the public sector banks to ease the liquidity in the market.
Expressing our concern and also hearing what the government is doing towards keeping the economy and its growth with Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas. So the steps that are being taken are taken in the interest of the country.
Mrs. Sitharaman said the growth has no doubt slowed down, but the government is aware of the challenges. The minister said GST Council has reduced the GST rates of 400 goods which are benefiting the common people. Participating in the debate, Congress leader Anand Sharma blamed the government's wrong policies and decisions for the ongoing economic slowdown. He said major parameters of the economy are showing red signals. Derek O'Brien of TMC said that hasty implementation of GST and lack of trust of the investors have slowed the economy. Ravi Verma of Samajwadi Party and K. Keshav Rao of TRS also expressed concern over the present economic situation. The Lok Sabha today passed the Special Protection Group Amendment Bill 2019. According to the proposed amendment, the SPG will provide security to the Prime Minister and members of his immediate family residing with him at his official residence. It will also provide security to former Prime Ministers and his immediate family members residing with him at the residence allotted to him for a period of 5 years. The bill says it is considered essential to amend the Act to focus on the core mandate as the security of the Prime Minister as the head of the government. Replying to the debate on the bill, Home Minister Amit Shah said, as per original Act, SPG cover was solely meant for the security of the Prime Minister.
मैंने पहले भी कहा कि स्पेशल प्रोटेक्शन ग्रुप एक प्रधानमंत्री जी की न केवल व्यक्तिगत सुरक्षा, उनकी ऑफिस, उनके कम्युनिकेशन, उनके निवास पर उनके काम करने का जगह, उनका आरोग्य, ये सारी चीजों की चिंता करने के लिए बना है और इसीलिए इसका नाम स्पेशल प्रोटेक्शन ग्रुप रखा है.
The Home Minister said the amendment will make the group more efficient in securing the Prime Minister. He clarified that the security cover has not been removed from the Gandhi family, but it has been changed to Z plus security with CRPF and ambulance. Earlier initiating the debate, Manish Tiwari of Congress alleged that the threat assessment has become a political process instead of a scientific process. Later, the Congress party members staged a walkout from the House. BJP's Satyapal Singh supported the bill and congratulated the Home Minister for bringing the bill. Sudeep Bandyopadhyay of TMC, A. Raja of DMK, Rajiv Pratap Rudy of BJP, N.K. Premchandran of RSP and members from other political parties participated in the debate. The Lok Sabha today passed the Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes Bill 2019. The bill seeks to prohibit the production, trade, transport, storage and advertisement of electronic cigarettes. It defines electronic cigarettes or e-cigarettes as electronic devices that heat a substance which may contain nicotine and other chemicals to create vapor for inhalation. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. In Maharashtra, Shiv Sena Chief and Chief Minister designate Uddhav Thackeray will take oath of office tomorrow evening at the sprawling Shivaji Park in central Mumbai. Thackeray is a Maha Vikas Aghadi, a Shiv Sena NCP Congress alliance nominee for the post. The swearing-in follows days of dramatic developments, including the 3-day government formed by the BJP with the unexpected support from NCP leader Ajit Pawar, who has since returned to the Sharad Pawar-led party fold. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
A special session of the 14th State Assembly was convened today where oath was administered to 285 newly elected members by Pro Tem Speaker Kalidas Kolamkar. The Governor in his letter addressed to Chief Minister designate Uddhav Thackeray has given 7 days time till December 3rd, 2019 to prove majority on the floor of the House. Since Thackeray is not a member of the newly elected Legislative Assembly nor a member of the Legislative Council of Maharashtra, the Governor, as per the provisions of the Constitution, has asked him to become a member of the legislation of Maharashtra within a period of 6 months of taking oath as the Chief Minister. Sonali Ghadiyal Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Jharkhand, with only a day left for campaigning for the first phase of assembly elections, star campaigners of various political parties are making whirlwind tour of the state to woo the voters. In this phase, 13 constituencies spread over 6 districts, including Palamu, Gumla, Garhwa and Latehar, will go to polls on the 30th of November. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Addressing election meeting in Garhwa, senior BJP leader and UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath highlighted achievements of Raghubar Das government. Mr. Adityanath said Naxalism and extremism have decreased in his tenure. Senior Congress leader and Chhattisgarh CM Bhupendra Singh Baghel said BJP government in Jharkhand has cheated people. He said people should come forward to change the government in the state. Addressing election rallies in Palamu and Garhwa, BSP President Mayawati said dreams of people of the state have yet not been fulfilled despite 19 years of formation of Jharkhand. While addressing election rally in Gumla, senior JMM leader Hemant Soren said BJP government has failed to provide employment and people are migrating from the state. JVM Chief Babulal Marandi said corrupt people will be behind the jail if his party is voted to power. Leaders of AJSU, RJD, LJP and left parties have also addressed election meetings. With KK Lal's report from Ranchi, Renu Kataria, AIR News.
Home Minister Amit Shah has said that additional security forces deployed in Jammu and Kashmir have been withdrawn. He said the number of security forces deployed in Jammu and Kashmir now is the same as it was in 1990. Addressing a function in New Delhi today, Mr. Shah said Pakistan misguided and armed the youth of the region and propagated terrorism. He said India's response is directly linked to Pakistan's action, and if they want peace, they must defeat terrorism that they have been breeding. At the ongoing International Film Festival of India, IFFI, in Goa, it was one of the master classes which one wouldn't want to miss, and the same was witnessed this evening. It was a treat to Goans and scores of music lovers who converged to have a glimpse and listen to Ilayya Raja, one of the most celebrated music composers of this generation. Here is a report.
It was a moment to live for tens of hundreds of people who gathered at the Kala Academy in Goa to attend the masterclass of musical maestro Ilayya Raja. A thunderous applause reverberated the auditorium when the king of melody made his way through to the auditorium flanked by National Award winner, director R. Balki. The musical atmosphere filled the air as soon as Ilayya Raja went on to the stage and crooned few lines of one of his Tamil songs, saying that Raja sir has taught half of the country to fall in love with his melody numbers. R. Balki said the veteran musician has an 8-year-old child in him who is passionate about music as always. One of his greatest hits, Hai Zindagi Gale Laga Le, from the film Sadma, had taken entire country by storm and is still one of the favorites among the younger generations. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Panji, Goa.
The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange surged 199 points to close at an all-time high of 41,021 on positive global cues. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange gained 63 points to 12,101. Abhishek Verma and Jyoti Surekha Venam claimed the gold in compound mixed pair event at the 21st Asian Archery Championships, which ended in Bangkok today. The Indians defeated Chinese Taipei opponents Yi Xuan Chen and Chia Lun Chen 158 to 151 in the final clash. India picked up 7 medals, including 1 gold, 2 silver and 4 bronze medals in the event. The Indian archers participated in the tournament as neutral athletes under the World Archery flag due to the suspension of the National Federation Archery Association of India. The BCCI today announced the swapping of venues of India's first and third T20 internationals against the West Indies. The opening match is now scheduled at Hyderabad on December 6th. Mumbai will host the third and final T20 international on December 11th. The second T20 will be held as per earlier schedule in Thiruvananthapuram on December 8th. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Country's latest Earth observation satellite Cartosat-3 placed successfully into polar orbit. 13 US nano satellites also inserted into their orbit. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says no threat of recession in country as the government has taken several steps. Lok Sabha passes Special Protection Group Amendment Bill. Home Minister Amit Shah says amendment will make SPG more efficient in securing Prime Minister. Original Act meant for only PM security. Government says additional security forces deployed in Jammu and Kashmir have been withdrawn. Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray to take oath as Chief Minister of Maharashtra tomorrow evening. And India bagged 7 medals, including a gold and 2 silver in the Asian Archery Championships ending in Bangkok today. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.